So let's just or use item, right? Your ID card? What if I use mine?
Identification scanned. No authorization found.
Oh, okay.
This is Detective Lexi Rivers, badge number 881126. I will be entering the crime scene with my assistant to gather evidence. Please move out, but maintain the perimeter.
Of course, Detective Rivers. Good luck with your investigation.
So, are you impressed yet? Have I proven my usefulness?
Yeah, you have. You don't need to prove anything to me, Turing, but good job. Not bad, not bad at all. You've made your point, Turing. You don't need to prove anything, Turing, but good job. Not bad at all.
At times I feel my inexperience may be holding us back, but I will continue to do my best to assist you.
Yeah, you're fine.
I just wish Hayden had given me more practical training to deal with this kind of situation. Or even just being out and about in general. It can be a bit overwhelming at times.
Yeah, I guess so. How does that work with just Lexi's voice anyway? Can the police bot see us?
Well, I'm not sure I'd call that seeing. The Neo SF Police Department uses a government rebuild of the old Robodyne 6300 Mark B. They're antiquated enough that I'm surprised they aren't in a museum.
Huh.
Their optics are a paltry 10 megapixels, and it was child's play for me to modulate my forward display into a tight beam of an image aimed directly into its lenses. I also transmitted the credentials we got from Detective Rivers' badge earlier. I probably could have gotten away with just that, but better safe than sorry when impersonating an officer of the law.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'm rather embarrassed for the ROM. The poor thing is older than your computer. But enough of that. Let's get the data cache and return to Tomcat.
So now we can go in, right? Yep. So the data cache.
What?
Whoa. Wow.
Oh no. No. Our apartment. My home. Who could have done this? Why?
Is this what? Geez, those tags look like Human Revolution graffiti.
What does the Human Revolution want with Hayden?
No idea.
Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do.
Oh, the Human Revolution. They probably hate the fact that he's just making all these ROMs in there.
This place, these items, they're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good?
Hope not.
What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left.
Yeah. Don't worry, Turing, we'll find him.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst.
That's okay, we all have that.
Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess.
Okay.
We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
Yeah. Okay, so where do you think I can find it? Where do I think I can find it on all this? It's that. So torn up plant, broken window. I really can't look at anything else here. Okay, empty desk, busted TV, gear graffiti. I guess I can just look at everything. So someone took the time to broken window. The view is marred by graffiti. Okay, and the pure graffiti. Let's look at that. Humanity has changed rapidly in the last century. Yeah, like I see, like I can see why, because like all these ROMs are being made and everything. They're probably just all like pissed off about it.
I think you're right about this being Human Revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target.
Yeah, I guess so.
I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad.
Yeah.
But they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs.
Well, they're going after an actual human.
I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up.
Okay. Empty desk. Desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint. And the bashed in TV. A ROM piece has been embedded in the high-res screen.
I think the data cache is gone.
Yeah, I think so too.
We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction.
Maybe.
The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken.
Yeah.
I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
Beats me, man. Maybe they took it. Maybe they took it to delay Hayden's research. Maybe someone is framing the human revolution. Maybe they're really just okay. I think that might be
That's a
it.
distinct possibility.
Yeah.
I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer.
I guess.
The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past. Perhaps we could... Hey! What's wrong?
Whoa. Holy shit, am I blacking out? Did I just black out? The hell happened? This game does not have auto. Okay, yeah, I know. I know. Thank you for actually reminding me. I appreciate that. Did I die? I think I just blacked out or something. Chapter 2. That makes sense. Goes right into the next chapter. Still December 21st. Chinatown Hospital. So I guess I blacked out. Makes sense. Oh, blackout. Yep, it says it right there, blackout. Alright then. What? Oh, hi.
Thank goodness you're finally awake.
Oh, Jesus. I just blacked out. Calm down.
I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Are you okay? My head is killing me. What happened? Yeah, my head's killing me.
Someone ambushed us at the apartment.
Uh-oh.
After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us.
Oh. They know what they're doing, I guess.
It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily.
Yeah, I guess so.
Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler.
Mil-spec neuro-scrambler. Who do you think did this, and why did they attack us and just leave?
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct.
And?
Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research. Trashing our
revolution?
apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
And why did they just attack us and
If we
leave?
walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape.
Yeah, I guess so.
But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high. Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't recognize you. Maybe they want to lead them to the rest of Hayden's research. Maybe it really was someone unrelated. Maybe they didn't recognize you. Maybe they didn't want to lead them to the rest of Hayden's research.
A reasonable deduction. But if they don't yet have Hayden's research, we may still have time to rescue him before something really bad happens.
I guess so. Oh, did you see who hit us?
No, I didn't.
Great.
They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted.
Oh.
They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROMs, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot when I go. I've had 3 surgeries in my life, so I've been to the hospital many times.
Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again.
Yeah, my ID card. ID card added. And
here are
what else?
those headphones you reviewed. I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published.
Well, thanks.
And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken.
Aw, so I got a broken glass of
Now
water?
all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Yeah, I guess so. Broken glass. Alright. I don't know what you do. Maybe we should just throw the glass away.
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself.
Yeah. Since you can't because you're a robot. Broken glass removed. What's the point of doing
Just let me know
that?
when you want to leave.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
Yeah, we are. Hello? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you from behind that curtain.
Oh, okay. I guess I have to move it then. Oh, hello.
Sorry for being a nosy, Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
Really then?
Has anything happened to him?
Yeah, he's missing. Who are you? Were you listening in our? Oh no, freaking yeah, no shit.
Of course. I've not yet introduced myself.
Yeah, who are you, man?
My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight.
Yannick
I'm the
Fairlight.
founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
Oh, okay.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet.
All right then.
And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
Okay.
See, I don't bite.
Were you listening in our conversation?
I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof.
No, yeah, but I was able to talk to you before, or at least try to talk to you before, and you could hear me. Hopefully these are soundproof.
However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other. I won't press you for details, but perhaps I could be of some assistance.
Maybe.
I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
You said you're former CEO. What are you doing here? How can you help? Yeah, what are you doing here?
The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support ROM. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak. It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable.
Okay.
I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden.
So he's on life support. That's kind of sad.
It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs.
And that is?
It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck.
Okay, but who's
Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once, and my appointment has been pushed back.
Oh, that sucks.
The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside. I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did.
Well, you said former CEO?
Yes. As I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software. I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years. The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take.
Oh, okay.
The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time. We were playing with fire. Dangerous, morally ambiguous fire. And well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water.
Oh, yeah.
So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well, needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed. And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near-impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive, we had our share of disagreements. In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me. Do I have hard feelings? Of course, who wouldn't? In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
Yeah, I guess so, man. How did you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the 2 companies first underwent the merger.
Okay.
At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
Okay. Do you know anything about Hayden's research?
His research? No, not so much.
Oh.
I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction.
Well, we may be trying it with...
Once showed me a prototype of his.
You hit them?
She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life.
Spark?
I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing.
And he is Murph.
Did you say she?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink.
Pastel
Still,
pink.
I must assume you are far more advanced than she if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Let me ask about something
Of
else.
course. Ask away.
How can you help?
I can think of a few ways.
Oh.
I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something. I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information.
I guess.
Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
It's just a bunch of
First
graffiti.
time we went, nothing. But
Yeah.
when we went back to extract his computer's data cache,
He was destroyed.
the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls.
Why do I feel like I've seen that?
Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here, injured and losing our trail with each passing second.
Yeah.
We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
Oh.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
What do you want?
What do I want? It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company. Court prince and pauper alike.
Oh, are we gonna turn you to the young man you were before?
Right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger.
Yeah.
I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
Yeah, me too.
It's been
Good friend of
very
mine.
interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
I'm Turing, are you sure we can trust him? Turing, we should trust him. I don't think we should trust him.
I don't think we have any choice.
Guess so.
If I'm looking into this on my own, you might as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes? It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears. I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful.
Oh yeah?
You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls.
Yeah, all over the place.
I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at the Genus Clinic.
Really?
His name is Brian Mulberry.
Brian Mulberry. Remember that. Brian Mulberry. Remember that.
After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
Huh. Hopefully he will. How do you know this Brian Mulberry? You're involved with the Human Revolution? Yeah, like, how do you know?
Well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We worked together to prevent a full deployment of the MeshNet system.
Okay.
Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts.
Oh, I didn't even notice that I have this.
Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
You're involved with the Human Revolution. Thank you for helping us out like this. We should get going.
I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker.
Leon Decker.
He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you speak to him before you leave. In the meantime, I'll get in touch with some other individuals I know and try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass on to you.
Okay.
I'll be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both.
Pleasure meeting you too, man.
Of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further.
It's alright.
Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch.
Yep.
Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Yeah. Yes, please, let's go.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, hi.
I can't believe that you're still pulling the exact same shit you were years ago, but this time it's truly unreal.
Yeah, but at least I'm not dead.
Do you even realize how bad impersonating a police officer is? It's a felony, jackass.
Ah, shit.
I should be slapping cuffs on you and dragging your sorry ass off right now.
Ah. Well,
Detective Rivers, wait! I'm sorry. The plan to lift your credentials and use them to access Hayden's apartment was entirely mine.
yeah, it was.
Also, I feel feel it necessary to mention that though you are understandably upset, such language and imagery is beneath you as a respected officer of the law.
She doesn't give a shit.
Oh, great. The robot did it, huh? I guess I'll just take you to jail then instead. That what you want? Don't even try to take all the blame. I know that a certain someone lent you a helping hand. It isn't like you have the hardware to pull that off alone, little bot.
Well, to be honest, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you. Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for Parallax.
I feel like it's gonna be like so sad. Like they're probably gonna like take him at some point and like have him hostage. It's gonna suck.
My
probably.
name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing. Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal? The first machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. Especially the human revolution.
Oh, yeah.
This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink. What the hell am I supposed to do with the two of you?
Help us.
I guess I'm letting you off the hook.
Yeah, please.
This time, and only because this time I can let you get away with it safely.
Yeah.
I doubt anyone will notice your manipulation of that NSFPD ROM, nor that I was apparently in two places at once. But mostly because I think you're right.
Yeah, we are.
Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance. Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor.
Oh.
The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right?
Yeah.
Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story. But when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case. Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report. As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts. And that was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even care if Hayden never shows.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
Yeah.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another. These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further.
Yeah,
Not
because
all.
they don't really know about you yet,
Look,
I
it's
guess.
not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing. Which means somebody definitely has some influence. Enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T. Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah, so stop messing around. There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't gonna happen at this point.
It's not gonna happen. You ain't gonna get rid of me.
I've got
You
a bad
ain't
feeling
gonna get
people are
rid of
gonna
me.
end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy.
Well, that makes sense. At least she cares
And
about
I
me
really
that
don't
way.
want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
I'm sorry, Lexi. I'll be careful. I promise. I can't handle myself.
Yeah, I know. Just here.
Oh, zapper added. Oh, okay.
Take
Give me a
this.
weapon.
Use it if you have to.
This is the same thing we got with same thing we got hit with. Or thanks. I hope I won't need it. Yeah.
Me either. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you for your time, Detective Rivers.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
You should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere.
Yeah, I totally forgot that we're still at this friggin'
We
hospital.
should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be
Oh yeah, that's
somewhere
probably
around.
him right there. Right there. That's him right there. Right there. Mysterious man, that's Decker. But we should talk to the receptionist.
Patient,
Yes?
my records indicate that you have been admitted for possible cranial trauma.
Possible cranial trauma.
You should currently be in your assigned bed resting.
Oh.
While I
Why?
am truly delighted to see that you have regained consciousness, I must insist that you return to your room to be examined by a medical professional immediately.
Ah, come on. I feel fine. No need. Accidentally zap myself with my stunner. I don't think that will do anything. Just run the paperwork for my release. Listen here, you bucket of bolts.
I must insist that you remain for treatment. A doctor has not determined the full extent of your injuries, and you may have lasting damage to your nervous system.
I feel totally fine. I insist. Just give me the damn paperwork. I
Very
insist.
well. I am prohibited by law from detaining you here against your will, patient.
Oh, come on.
But you should note in your release paperwork that
That.
willful early termination of medical services releases this hospital and its parent company, ZHC, from legal liability should your condition persist or worsen outside of our care. Additionally, all test and medical data from your visit will be shared with our standard partners to help improve our services and offerings and to keep the price affordable. I am further required to inform you that this visit has expended the last of your year's governmentally mandated healthcare credits.
Okay, I thought I was gonna just break her because she was going so freaking fast. Sure. What's that middle part? What was that middle part?
Lastly, you will be required to provide payment or proof of private insurance for any further visits for routine or emergency medical care.
Okay, you'll be required to provide payments for proof of private insurance.
Please take care to fill out all forms thoroughly and accurately. And do have a nice day.
Okay.
Your medical billing makes me glad I'm synthetic. You should look for more paying journalism work before you get shot again.
Well, sorry.
Before we leave, we should look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Leon Decker.
Yeah, he's right there. Doctor.
Hello. The name's Leon Decker. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hey.
Fairlight messaged ahead that I needed to pass one of his cards on to you. Here.
Huh. I like your voice. Fairlight's card ad. Yeah.
Thanks for taking your time with him. He really gets in one of his moods when the chair's getting fixed.
That's alright.
The last gala he organized was full of unsavory types. He's probably happy to help folks whose pockets aren't deeper than their thoughts.
Yeah, I guess so. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Thanks for the help, Leon. I'll be in touch.
No problem.
Hey,
I'll be around, if you know where to look. You have a good day now.
You too, man. Alright, he's gone.
Well, we're free to leave. Why not head back home first, yes?
Yeah, we should head back home.
I'm sure you'd like the chance to shower at least.
No.
For such a clean place, it sure seems to have left you feeling foul.
Yeah, that I had the same feeling at hospitals.